do that.
So does the prospect of possibly getting shot just walking around make you nervous at all? Or I mean, what's your thoughts on it?
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You should be nervous though, bro, cause walking with me a bad joint, but so-called on my ass still, so that'd be a bad joint. We just having a cool collected day. We don't feel like shooting people. We don't feel like having shootouts and none of that. We just chilling.
Y'all can do that when I'm back.
When you're a gangster, you don't decide when you get to shoot or not. It just, unless you ready to accept your fate, you don't. It's hard to explain, but you don't decide when you want to shoot or not. If you want to live, you don't decide that. You gotta shoot every day if you're going to live.
Back home safe. So you feel like you have a lot of on-site situations in the city?
It is no talking. It's on site every time.
It's funny. I just jammed this block the other day.
We really killed a lot of though, like. Not here no more, bro. The hood dry, bro.
Dull would say that he torched the whole hood and that the ops don't even come outside anymore.
Tortured the whole block?
We tortured the whole hood though. Like nobody don't come outside around here. We walking through blocks. You don't see nobody. Shit torture. This is a ghost town. Desert town. Ghost town, bro. Nobody outside. We the hood up.
Later, Dull would explain that they overcook their ops, meaning shooting them more than 3 times, before reiterating that he himself hasn't been cooked yet.
Difference between getting overcooked and getting undercooked in the streets.
Do it 3 times. He undercooked. When get hit with 8 or more, he overcooked. It depends where you hit him at. I ain't get hit yet.
When you say hit, do you mean hit by gun bullet?
Yeah, got by gun bullet.
You never been hit?
Yeah, I ain't get hit yet.
And how many times you been doing the hit?
We been doing this shit for a long time now.
Towards the end, Dull would take Brandon to his ops hood, and when he saw a car driving past, he would tell Brandon that he knows who that is and that his friend shot that person.
Right here, bro. On my soul. On J Soul. They from Belmont Ave. They crib right there, bro. That they be getting clapped on that Q Rizzy and all them niggas from right there, bro. The that's in the car over there right now, my man Waters clapped him. He told him he can't bust no traps. Bro, only reason why he parked out here cause Waters not out here right now, bro. Wallahi, bro. He know it, bro. What's up, bro? My man shot him.
So he probably really hates you, yeah?
Bro, it's Mr. Disrespectful. Like, you think game he pulled off, right? Or am I wrong?
No, he did pull off.
Oh, word. We outside, bro.
Unfortunately for Dull and Brandon, within 24 hours of this documentary releasing, Dull
YBC DUL had the hardest rap name. Mr. Disrespectful, YBC DUL. That was hard, no cap.
would lose his life to the streets too. Things would all come to an end for Mr. Disrespectful on Friday the 23rd of August 2024, when he was shot multiple times in a car-to-car drive-by shooting, which was caught on surveillance camera.
They put right beside his car and started.
Comments on the video would point out that this was likely a targeted hit, as the car pulled up and only shot specifically at the backseat window where Dull was sitting. Police say a 25-year-old YBC Dull, real name Abdul Vix, was shot in the chest and hand on the 5500 block of North 6th Street. Ironically, one of his last songs was actually named 5500. Dull was rushed to an area hospital where he was pronounced dead. 6ABC Philadelphia would run a news report that showed close-up recordings of the bullet holes in the car Dull died in at the crime scene, and helicopter footage of the cops continuing to comb the scene would be shown too. And 2 days later, a full report on the murder would be broadcast on the same channel, even playing the full surveillance footage of the drive-by shooting itself.
We are learning new details about the investigation into the murder of a person police say is a well-known gang member. The sound coming from this surveillance video, and it shows the moments someone in a white Hyundai Santa Fe pulled alongside an SUV and opened fire. According to Philadelphia police, the deadly shooting claimed the life of Abdul Vix, also known as Young Dull. Detectives say Vix is a member of the street group YBC, and they say this video is now being investigated in connection to the shooting death. It happened in Philadelphia's Olney section Friday in broad daylight. The vehicle where the shots were fired from was found burned out on a street nearby. The other vehicle where the person died inside of is now being held by police.
And posts would circulate depicting Dull, Lil Jeff and Scoom, saying that these 3 demonic drill rappers all lost their lives within months of meeting up. Users of the city's r/Philly subreddit reacted with happiness to the news that the gang leader in their city was no longer in the streets. Another post saw people making a mockery of the situation, sarcastically saying that the world lost a great mind up there with Albert Einstein and George Washington, while others pointed out how it's strange that the 3 subreddits dedicated to Philadelphia were taking this news completely differently, with commenters under the news posted on r/Philadelphia saying that they were rushing to r/Philly Wiki to get the inside scoop on the background to the latest gang-related murder in their city. Naturally, the people most jubilant over Dull's death would be his rivals in the streets. Some from CCK claimed it was game over for YBC and YFA after Dul's death, but YFA members denied this and claimed that nobody's been hurt in retaliation for Qua or Boog's murders. Apparently KJ's mother was trolling after Dul's death too, saying shots of 42 all around and asking people why she wouldn't troll Dul.
Shots of 42 DUL all the way around. Shots of 42 DUL all the way around. Yes, I'm trolling. For real. Why would I not troll? Why would I not troll?
She'd also made a post which claimed Dul's arm was shot off and that people at the hospital didn't want to help him because he dissed their cousins.
He missing limbs. For real, the people at the hospital was calling and taking pictures. I think when they came in, they looked at me and was like, man, that's my cousin. I ain't helping him. You help him. I ain't helping him. We called the hand. I heard him. He missing a whole. What he say? Slide or provide. That providing hand is no longer there. I heard his other pieces missing of his body. He got holes in his body. They blew pieces of him.
However, comments.
I ain't gonna lie, girls don't know how to do this. Why you worrying about his body and he can't even use his body? Like, if somebody shot me in the hand and shot me in the head, you gonna be worrying about the head shot. I'm dead. I'm not alive no more. Why you worrying about my hand? Worrying about I can't use my hand or not? I'm dead. Like, just don't make sense.
Claimed that this couldn't possibly be true. Interestingly, having released their vlog together just the day before Dul's untimely death, Brandon Buckingham would be catching some heat within the hip-hop community, particularly from DJ academics who would diss Brandon and actually praise me, suggesting that Brandon was being irresponsible and voyeuristic, making content with actual gangsters.
You know, usually anytime, bro, I'm just sorry, I'm just not keeping up with these guys who are cosplaying as rappers, but they're really killers these days. So like, I'll go to like a Trap Lord Ross page, and I do think Trap Lord Ross is really just the biggest journalist in terms of, he's the biggest documentarian in the culture right now. And I love what he does. I think he made the media list, which obviously well deserved, like, good guy. I will say, and I don't know this Brandon Buckingham guy, he might be like the Andrew Callahan guy who's not really into hip hop. He's just kind of, oh, I'm just gonna be the white boy voyeuristic type of look. So he's not like Trap Lord Ross. Trap Lord Ross, you could tell, like he's at least caring about the culture somewhat.
Now, I'm friends with both academics and Brandon, and I feel like academics maybe was a little hasty to judge Brandon because at the time he'd probably not seen that much of his stuff. Like, I have seen quite a lot of his stuff and I know him. I feel like what Brandon's really trying to do with this content is give you more of an on-the-ground report of what a day in the life is like for the drill rappers that he's covering, whereas with me, I'm taking a more historical approach, trying to lay out all of the history that I can find on a given topic, and academics is more of a 24 hours breaking news service at the very cutting edge of the hip-hop music scene. But also, I did feel like academics didn't necessarily go that hard on Brandon here. It was definitely an underhanded comment based on probably limited knowledge of Brandon's catalog, but it seemed like this comment really offended Brandon, who to be fair was probably still in the grieving process of losing his friend Dul. And as a result, Brandon would snap back at academics in a savage post that circulated on Reddit, where he dissed academics saying that Axe sits on the computer inside all day and is scared to go to the hood like he is. Brandon would then post an update video addressing academics, denying the accusations of voyeurism, saying that he had become genuine friends with Dul, as well as refuting conspiracy theories that he or his vlog was the reason for Dul's death.
Anyone trying to act like I set him up or I wanted this to happen is like sick in the head, like a sick, twisted person. Why would I want some...
Hold on, but he wasn't even there when it happened, so how could he have set him up? Unless he could have, but he couldn't have. Like, if that video didn't drop when he dropped YBC DUL, they would have never said Brandon Buckingham set him up. But he dropped the video and DUL been popping his. Now he set him up. It's crazy. He didn't tell DUL to say none of the stuff that DUL said. That's crazy. Like, I feel like he ain't had nothing to do with it for real. He ain't had nothing to do with it. He was just
someone that I just did a video with, someone that I was planning to go out to Chicago with, to St. Louis with. Why would I want something bad to happen to them? For my own gain, like what, so I can get 1 million views? That is insane. That is not worth it at all. And not only that, the car that he ended up passing in, unfortunately, was not shown in my video, not in a single frame. It's not in a single frame of my video, that white car he passed away in. But he unfortunately had shown it online before, so people may have seen that, but it was not in my video whatsoever. Also, the location he passed away in Olney was not a location that we visited at all during our video shoot, right? We went to 42nd, 43rd, went to the Galleria, we went bowling, we did all this stuff, but we did not go to Olney. So people trying to say I gave up his location is insane. Not only that, but the video was filmed on May 13th. It wasn't filmed the same day or the day before. Maybe someone that Brandon's actually friends with, actually has a relationship with, passed away and he's grieving. They just went and blindly started attacking me and going off, saying all these crazy stuff. I'll pop some stuff on screen if you guys want to pause the video and watch some of the stuff that they're saying about me. But it is absolutely crazy, and I'm getting mad people wishing death upon me, wishing death upon my family. But something that really pissed me off is this fat, drunk, woman-beating bum, DJ Academics. So he doesn't even know me. He looks at me for 1 second and says that I'm not for the culture, I'm not a fan of rap music, and says I'm voyeuristic. What has DJ Academics ever done? He's always sitting behind his computer screen. He's really he's a fat, drunk, sitting behind his computer screen, watching my video, reacting to my video, saying that I'm voyeuristic. Right? He's being voyeuristic about me. He's never even done anything. He's literally afraid to go outside. He's never even been outside.
Brandon putting pause on Academics. I can tell by the way this man talking. He'll put a pause on Academics.
And I'm not trying to act tough because I know I'm a super civilian. I'm not about that life. But bro, I'm really risking my life going out here, going into these people's communities and immersing myself in their environment and building real relationships and building real friendships. Never said shit about Duel till he died. He's profiting off Duel's death. He didn't say anything about him until Duel passed away. Meanwhile, I'm hanging out with Duel, doing all this Duel while he's alive. But Academics didn't do shit. But he gets the pass. No one's flaming Academics, even though he never even mentioned Duel until he passed away. Like back